You're going to create a biology data collection form. I am in classroom.google.com. These are my 4 existing classes. I want to go to my Google Drive, so I'm going to click this little gray folder for the biology course. It's going to open up a new tab. I am in my Google Drive for my classroom, Biology 1. The red button New allows me to go through choices. If I highlight the word More and go to the right, I'll be able to select Google Forms. It always asks if I'd like the same sharing permission as the selected folder, and I do want this shared with my biology class, so I'll click OK. The top, Untitled Forms, we're going to click and type in a name for the form. The form description, you can add as much or as little as you want. You can even leave it blank. And beneath that, we begin with our first question. There are a number of question types that you can use. When I click on the 6 dots, it opens up my choices. Untitled question, I'm going to highlight that and type in my question. Now, I don't want to give them choices. I want them to type an answer. I'm going to click the drop-down arrow, and this is going to be a short answer. I don't need a paragraph of information. A student could just choose to write, I did it at my house, I did it at the local park, but if we want to take this data and map it eventually, we're going to need a street address, a town, a state. So I'm going to want to give them a little bit of a prompt. The 3 dots on the right here give me some extra options. I'm going to ask to have the description display. I'd like them to type an address, and I'll give them an example, 239 Woodside Avenue, Newark, New Jersey. Their answer would go below. I'm going to use this slider and give it a click and make this a required question. It's just simpler to make sure that the system is going to require that information. And like other Google documents, sheets, presentations, the upper left-hand corner says Untitled Form. If I give that a click, it's going to automatically take the title and make that the name of this form. Now I'm ready to add my next question. The plus on the right-hand side provides me with the next question type, and I want to know how many birds they saw in their 30-minute observation, and again, I'll give them a description to give them a little bit more information. This is also going to be a short answer and be required. The plus sign adds the next question type. The circle type for multiple choice only allows a student to make one of the selections. I'm going to want them to be able to check multiple options. So we'll click the drop-down arrow and ask for check boxes. The square boxes let the student add as many check marks as they like. When you type, pressing tab takes you to the next entry, or you could just click add option and it will give you the next option. If I click and I get an extra option that I no longer want, the X on the right hand side gets rid of it. And also, if a student goes to a different location, such as down the shore or in the woods, they might see a different type of bird, you can click add other, and they'll be allowed to add their own bird name in there. Next, I'd like to know what time they did their 30-minute observation. Now in this case, I want them to only have one selection because I will tell them that they need to do the 30 minutes all in one time frame. So I'm going to use these multiple choices, which are the circle options, and that will force them to only choose one selection. In this case, I do not want them to make any other choices, so I'm not going to select Add Other. And finally, it would be useful to know who submitted this response. That way, if there's clarifications needed, we can ask them. That would be a short answer. In this case, I've required all of these fields. The eyeball gives you a preview of the form. It also gives you the link to the form. You'll notice that this link is really long. So we might want to make this a tinier website address, and there's a number of tools that you can use to shorten website addresses. I'm going to click up top. It selects the entire website address. and then I can either choose Edit Copy or right click and copy that. If I click for a new tab, tinyurl.com gives you the ability to paste in. I'm going to click in that box. I'll click Edit, Paste. Now if I just click Make Tiny URL, what it's going to do is it's going to generate a short website address. It's going to have a combination of letters and numbers. I can copy that to my computer's clipboard and share that in my Google Classroom. So now I'm going to go into my biology class. I'm going to add an assignment. Once I complete the title of the assignment and give them their directions and select a due date, I can click the link button and I can right click and paste that in there, add that, and give it as an assignment.